What is this bhakti? We all talk about bhakti. What does it mean? To give you all a little idea, I'd like to discuss a few definitions of this word bhakti. The Vedas say, bhajanam bhaktihi, bhajanam nama rasanam. Bhakti means to relish the bliss of God. We all seek bliss, we all want bliss, and God is the ocean of bliss. So to relish His bliss is bhakti. When we bring Him to our mind, which means when we take our mind to Him, we will experience His bliss. To what extent? To the extent of our bhakti. Like, for example, if you are hearing a description of God, a recitation of His pastimes, His leelas, if you have got 4 annas of devotion, He will give you from inside 4 annas of bliss. If you increase your devotion to 8 annas, He will increase your experience of bliss to 8 annas. You increase your devotion to 16 annas, He will increase your experience of bliss to 16 annas. So, our experience of bliss is to the limit of devotion. And between these two, a competition ensues. The devotee constantly keeps on increasing love, and God constantly keeps on increasing bliss. Neither the devotee loses out that enough, now no more. Prema mein purnima nahi. The moon reaches the full, it waxes until the full moon and then it wanes. But in love, there is no full moon. It just constantly increases. So the devotee keeps increasing his or her love, and God keeps on increasing His bliss. He doesn't say, all right, I've finished my treasure chest, no more bliss. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Dohe kare huda hudi, badhe mukh nahi mudi. None of them lose out. This competition goes on for the rest of eternity. So the Vedas have said, bhajanam bhaktihi, bhajanam nam rasanam. There is another definition of bhakti, bhanjanam bhakti. There is ignorance in our hearts. There is the bonds of the material energy. And bhakti is that which breaks these bonds and dispels the ignorance, that releases us from the suffering of the material energy. So, bhakti liberates us from material bondage. That is what it is. There are many other definitions of bhakti. Naradji, he says in his Bhakti Darshan, Sa paranuragterishware. What is bhakti? Now remember, many of you are aware, Naradji is the writer of the Narad Bhakti Darshan. So he defines bhakti as extreme attachment to God. You all experience attachment to son, daughter, husband, wife, rasgulla, television, golf. Now, attachment to God But not that. Narad qualifies it Paranuraktir. Extreme attachment to God is bhakti. Maharshi Kapil says, let me give it a try. Maharshi Kapil is an avatar of God, and his long dissertation to Mother Devahuti forms a part of the third canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So he says, just observe the holy Ganges. It flows incessantly from Gomukh to Ganga Sagar, through the Himalayas and the Indo-Gangetic plain all the way to the Bay of Bengal. So the flow of that river is constant. Similarly, if all our thoughts could begin flowing towards God, if all our thoughts could become godly, that would be bhakti. Jagadguru Shankaracharya says, let me try. So he says, take a needle and stick it into a potato. Just like the needle is stuck in the potato, it doesn't get dislodged. You stick multiple needles. Similarly, if all our thoughts could get stuck in God, if all our thoughts could be connected towards God, that would be considered bhakti. See, every acharya has described bhakti differently. Shankaracharya's disciple, Madhusudan Saraswati. This Madhusudan Saraswati's tales are very astonishing. You know, the big temple in Vrindavan called Radha Govindji Mandir. He sat down out there and he sat in Samadhi for 3 years. And one Rajput king built this huge temple all around him. So Madhusudan Saraswati says, Drutasya Bhagavad Dharma Dhara Vahikatam Gata Sarveshe Manuso Vrittir Bhaktiritya Vidhiyate. He says, by engaging in devotional practices, when the heart melts, then as a result of your sadhana, your effort, your spiritual engagement, the impurities disappear, the heart becomes soft and it melts. Drutasya Bhagavad Dharma. And it flows in the direction of God. That will be considered bhakti. There are many, many more definitions. Now come to the definition of Vedavyas. Vedavyas says, look, I am the writer of the Vedanta. So hear from me what bhakti is. Bhajityesha vaidhatuhu sevayam parikirtita tasmat seva budhai prokta bhakti sadhana bhuyasi. He says the word bhakti has come from the root bhaj. The dhatu is bhaj. And bhaj dhatu means sevayam parikirtita. It means to serve. So bhakti means to serve God. That's bhakti. And let's give you the one final definition of bhakti, which is my favorite. You have heard it from me many times. This is bhago bhakti. What is bhago bhakti? We are all bhags of God. We are all His parts. Just like the hand is a part of the body. So, what is the function of the hand? To serve what it is a part of. The hand will take the food and place it in the mouth. It will take the water and throw it on the body. So by serving the body, the hand is automatically taken care of. It receives from the body whatever nourishment it needs, whatever blood, whatever nutrients, whatever oxygen it needs. The hand doesn't need to think, how do I take care of myself? How do I serve myself? The hand only performs its dharma to the body. And it's taken care of. Now, supposing the hand refuses to submit to this dharma, why should I serve the body? So many years have gone by. Seva karo, ab aise karo, enough. Cut me off from the body. I'll take care of myself. I'm not interested in this service now. I will be self-employed. Can the hand subsist by itself independent of the body? Impossible. Its self-interest lay in the service of the body. So similarly, if the soul can understand this relationship with God and understand that its self-interest is in the service of God, and by serving God it will get the bliss that it is seeking. To have this understanding in the intellect is bhago bhakti. So Kripaluji Maharaj says, Joi swaratha pahichan dhanya sohi. One who realizes where the self-interest lies, that person becomes dhanya or blessed. Everybody is running for self-interest all around the world. And if they can understand this connection, they have begun their bhakti. This is bhago bhakti.